Tēnā koutou e te ti e te tā, mai tēnei miru ki o koutou miru. He mihi maioha e rere atu nei kia koutou katoa. Welcome to the Ockham New Zealand Book Awards. We can't meet kanohi ki te kanohi face to face this year, but we can still celebrate the very best of Aotearoa's writing and publishing. In this first part of tonight's program, we're announcing the winners of the MitoQ Best First Books. These awards recognise works of high quality by authors making their debut in book form. Poipoia te kākano kia puawai. These awards are not only a significant career milestone for winning writers, they also have a long and storied history in New Zealand's cultural landscape, with the oldest prize dating back to 1940. Now, 2020 was an impressive year for first books at the Ockham New Zealand Book Awards. Debut writers featured in every one of the 4 long lists for tonight's main categories. Those winners will be announced in the second part of our program at 7 p.m. Last year, we were thrilled to welcome groundbreaking mitochondrial science company MitoQ to the Ockham's whānau. Tēnei ka mihi kia koutou o MitoQ for supporting these awards. Each Best First Prize book winner tonight will receive a prize of $2,500 and a 12-month membership of the New Zealand Society of Authors. Our first announcement of the night is the Best First Book Award for Poetry. It's named for Jessie Mackay, who was an acclaimed poet and social activist and one of New Zealand's most important early writers. The 2020 winner of the Jessie Mackay Prize for Poetry is Craven by Jane Arthur, published by Victoria University Press. The poetry judges said the poems in Craven did that thing that the best lyric poetry does. They showed us an emotional interior, an individual human heart by way of a patient, alert attention to the world beyond the self. Let's go straight to Jane in Te Whanganui-a-Tara, Wellington. Tēnā koe, Jane, and congratulations.
Hi, I'm really surprised to win this award. There are so many great New Zealand debut books coming out at the moment, so I'm surprised but really chuffed to receive this award. The fact it's a first book award sort of implies there might be a second book at some stage, so it's really encouraging. Thanks to Grisham, thanks to VUP, thanks to the awards judges, sponsors, and the Book Awards Trust. Also, thanks to everyone who supports New Zealand books and New Zealand bookshops. Lastly, thanks to Paula Green, the pilot light of New Zealand poetry.
Kia ora, Jane, and looking forward to that second book. Congratulations. Now for our second announcement of the night. Our next award is named for Hubert Church, an influential poet, novelist and critic. The first prize in his name was awarded in 1945. This year's winner of the Hubert Church Prize for Fiction is Aue by Becky Manawatu, published by Mākoro Press. The fiction judges praised the way it handled multiple narrators, shifting time perspectives, urban and rural life, and wildly differing emotional states, and called it a mere pounamu, raw life polished to a sheen that's beautiful and warm, but at the same time a blade with a keen edge. And now let's zoom to Kawatiri, Westport, and hear from Becky. Tēnā rawa atu koe.
Tēnā koutou katoa, ko hana nui te maunga, ko waihopai te awa, ko murihiku te marae, ko naitahu te iwi, ko Becky toko ingoa. Ngā mihi nui ki a koutou. I want to thank my husband Tim, my children Maddox and Sienna for all the support they gave me as I wrote Aue. To my mum and dad, Larry and Maureen, my sisters Tammy and Nicole, and my brother Cody. My grandparents, cousins, aunties and uncles, my nieces and nephews who made me who I am. A big thanks to Mary and Paul at Mākoro Press for all their wonderful work, to Renee for her support and all the support I've had from readers and booksellers. I want to thank MitoQ for acknowledging new writers and encouraging us to try. And this award means so much for that reason, that encouragement to give it a crack. This means so much to me as a new writer, and I just appreciate it so much. A big thank you to the organisers of this wonderful event. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa.
Tēnā koe, Becky, e te whanauka, and congratulations. Now for our third Best First Book Award, The prize for general non-fiction is named for the late Eric McCormick, an eminent historian and biographer of Alexander Turnbull and Francis Hodgkins. The 2020 winner of the E.H. McCormick Prize for General Non-Fiction is Dead People I Have Known by Shane Carter, published by Victoria University Press. The judges described this memoir as an honest look at the life of a key figure in New Zealand music, reeling off the page with searing honesty, ego and obsession. It is rock star writing that draws the reader in from the first page. Let's hear from Shane himself in Otago. Tēnā rawa atu koe, Shane.
Kia ora, I'm really happy, very chuffed and happy to receive the Ockham Book Award for Best First Book General Non-Fiction. I'd like to thank everyone at BUP, particularly my inner circle, Fergus, ex-Wise Councilman, Kirsten, who had my back with all the press stuff, and of course my editor Ashley. Thank you so much, Ashley, for what you brought to the book. I'd also like to thank my family and my bandmates and many other people mentioned in the book. And, so yeah, crazy times, stay safe and sensible everybody. And I look forward to catching up with many of you on the happier side of all this.
Kia ora, Shane, and congratulations. Now to our fourth and final award in this section. The prize for illustrated non-fiction is named for the late historian Dame Judith Binney, whose groundbreaking books revealed new insights about New Zealand's history and society. The 2020 winner of the Judith Binney Prize for illustrated non-fiction is We Are Here by Chris McDowell and Tim Denny, published by Massey University Press. The category judges said this fascinating and unique visual representation of Aotearoa New Zealand reveals us to ourselves, chronicling our history and capturing our present through a huge variety of fascinating visualisations. Accepting the award on behalf of himself and Tim Denny is Chris McDowell in Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland. Kia ora, Chris.
Thank you so much for this award. We're honoured to accept it. I'm not sure that we picked quite the right project for a first book, but I'm really glad that we did it. A huge thank you to our publisher, Massey University Press, and a special thanks to our editor, Nicola Leggett, for her patience and her wisdom throughout. Also to Anna Bowerbees and Kate Stone for their clarity and amazing attention to detail. We are deeply grateful to Creative New Zealand for contributing towards the creation of the book. Without that funding, this atlas simply would not exist. A massive thank you to Michael Upchurch. Michael started this boulder rolling and, along with Claire Murdoch, guided us through the early stages. Thank you. And we're forever grateful to the 9 people who wrote essays for this book, to Dan, Veronica, James, Ben, Saming, Patrick, Nadine, and Lillian. It would be a very different book without your contributions. Thank you to our friends and families who supported us over the years, even if you didn't always know what we were doing. Thank you, Pam, John, Brett, Anne, Vicky, Tim, and Joe, Peter, Anna, Emma, Rachel, and Laura. And finally, thank you to our partners, to Kate, Brett Kelly-Chalmers, and Abigail Parton. Thank you for your love and support throughout these last few years. We couldn't have done this without you.
Kia ora, Chris. Congratulations. I think you can say now that first book choice did work out pretty well. And many congratulations to the 4 winners of the MitoQ Best First Book Awards 2020 and to their publishers. Thanks also to the Ockham New Zealand Book Awards category judges who awarded these prizes. Enjoy your celebrations all around the country, and remember, the Ockham New Zealand Book Awards will be announced live tonight at 7 p.m. We'll be joined then by the Prime Minister, and we'll be crossing live to each winner after all the awards have been announced. Ngā manaakitanga o te wā kia koutou katoa. Mauri ora.